recruiter came to our house to see if I was interested in going to college. We were all, my mom and dad were there, surrounded with all my brothers and sisters, and he asked me if I was interested in going to college, and so I translated to my dad and my mom, and my other brothers and sisters, I could hear them talking. Oh wow, Esther, you're going to college, and they were just kind of whispering, and I told my mom and dad, I says, well, they're asking me if I can go to college, and so they turned to me and said, what do you want? You want to go? And I said, of course. And so that was the best day of my life. I felt like given this opportunity to get an education and was fantastic. At the same time, I felt that my dad would not have an extra person to help him working in the fields, because as a family, when you have a large family, everybody works, everybody pitches in, and I felt that they were going to be without my help, and being the oldest, my other sisters were going to have to then pitch in, and it was almost like a parent leaving home and leaving the kids back at home, and but I know that my parents were going to be supportive in every way. I'm pretty sure that they felt that they were not going to be there to give me advice anymore, and that I would have to make really, really good decisions of what I was going to do at the University of Washington. Being the oldest in 5 girls, our parents were very protective, and it was a difficult thing for them to let go. Their daughter was going to a place where they weren't going to be able to go visit every day. They couldn't call every day, but I would still call them anyway. I missed them a lot. They did give me advice and said, you have to make good decisions and make sure that you respect everybody around you. Pórtate bien was pretty much what they emphasized, is and do really well in school, because you're going to be the first one to represent that the family. Your education is really important, and they were very proud of me that I was taking this step to be on my own, and it was going to be a challenge for me. Going away, making good decisions, and making sure that the focus is the education. To not to be distracted from outside situations, and that they would always be there for me if I needed their help. And so I felt that was a blessing for me to move to this next step in my life, because it was a commitment for them, and a commitment for me. I will always be grateful for that, for them, for what they did for me. And after that, the next challenge was now when I get there, when I arrived at Lander Hall, it was different. Everything was fast paced. Students come in and going, and everybody's talking, visiting, and introducing themselves. And in a way, I was kind of shy. I didn't know anybody there. But eventually, I think we were all in the same boat, and we got, oh, you're from Sunnyside. Oh, you're from Granger. Oh, you're from Toppenish. Oh, hi. And then we just became good friends right away. Everybody was great. We got to know that some of the recruiters that had come out to recruit us were there and encouraged them. It's you're going to go, you're going to be in Lander for a while until you get your permanent residence, unless you want to stay in Lander. For me, I decided to go to Patterson Hall, and it was an all women's dorm. The reason for that is that I wanted to make sure that my education was fulfilled. I felt that my destiny was to make sure that focusing in my education was priority. I did get to participate in the activities that were at Lander. Some of the Black Student Union students had dances, and I'd go there, and we'd all meet with some of the other students, and I participated in UMAS and was in MEChA, and but at the same time I felt that I needed to focus on my education, so I was glad to get back to my dorm and keep up with my studies, and then I would participate in the activities again, one of them being Great Boycott. I never thought I would be involved in any political activities. I participated in boycotting at Safeway. Boycott grapes was was the issue back then. Cesar Chavez was a very important advocate in California, and we as students, Hispanic students, Latinos students, were there to support that activity. It was different for me. I was not, did not feel that I had that inside me to yell boycott grapes. And here I was with the rest of the gang, and I'm pretty sure everybody else was in the same boat. But we did it, and we felt good about being involved in, and the whole purpose of it was to make sure that agricultural workers got decent wages, and so in our hearts we knew that, because my parents, being farm workers, I was doing it for them also. So that was very important for me.